For the first time this season, ladies and gentlemen, we have West Prairie Girls Soccer at home here at Mustang Stadium. For the first time, West Prairie Girls Soccer Mustangs home opener as the Lady Mustangs take on the Boiling Springs Bubblers right here at Mustang Stadium in a Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. The Mustangs come into this game 0-3 on the year, losing their first 3 games on the road. And they're 0-1 already in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. For Bowling Springs, they come into this one after 2 games with a 1-1 record. This is the Mid-Penn Colonial Division opener for the Lady Bubblers, as West Prairie is coming off a tough loss on the road this past Saturday at Northern down in Dosberg. It is 6-0 the final score of that one, as Bowling Springs is coming off a loss of their own, their first loss of the year, this past Saturday at Chambersburg. And they lost to the Chambersburg Trojans 4-1. On the same day, Bowling Springs in the Chambersburg tournament had a 4-1 victory to start off the year against Spring Grove. West Prairie's first 3 games was on the road, and they start off the year with a tough 5-1 loss against Millersburg on the road. Hannah Ron was the one goal who scored for the Mustangs. Then later on, the Mustangs had back-to-back shutout losses. First on the road at Mifflin County, final score was 3-0, and then this past Saturday at Northern, as we mentioned earlier, 6-0 was the final of that one. So only one goal scored for the Mustangs through the first 3 games of the season. Hannah Ron is the one goal scorer for the Mustangs on the road at Millersburg. But here they are at home tonight. As we're getting through the starting lineups here at West Prairie Stadium, I want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube page. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here for this exciting Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup. We'll have the starting lineups for you in just a few minutes as we get set to go. Last year for both teams, the West Prairie Mustangs had a decent season last year, going with 10 wins and 8 losses through 18 matches, but they missed the District 3 AAA playoffs by only 2 spots. As for Bowling Springs, they're coming off an amazing season a year ago, going 15-6 a year ago, and finishing in 4th place in the District 3 2A playoffs, missing the state playoffs by just 1 spot. The top 3 went to the state championships a year ago, and Bowling Springs finished 4th in 2A class, so they're looking for a big season here, already 1-1 on the year. Well, more to talk about. We're going to take a quick break here for the starting lineups, and we'll have those starting lineups for you coming up here in just a moment. And we'll be right back here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. We are back here now at Westbury High School Mustang Stadium. Very quickly, we got our starting lineups. First for the Fishing Lady Bubblers. Number 3 is Grace Disque, a senior. Number 29 is a senior, Molly Starner. Number 4 is a senior, Abby Tilton. Number 14 is a junior, Sophia Felix. Number 15 is a junior, Emma Sarkowski. Number 1 is the Bowling Springs goalkeeper, number 1, Riley Tennyson. Number 30 is a sophomore, Ella Garman. Number 18 is a freshman, Reese Hughes. Number 23 is a freshman, Jordan Nolte. And number 8 is a freshman, Eva White. And very quickly, here's our Westbury starting lineup. Westbury in the green here this afternoon. Susie Gleason is a junior, wearing number 31. Anna Horn is a senior, wearing number 14. Jaden Jones is a junior, number 13. Caitlin Leber is a junior, wearing number 36. Number 6 is a sophomore, Taylor Lufer. Number 29 is a senior. The one goal scorer for Westbury so far this season is Hannah Ron. And here we go. We are underway here at Westbury High School. Bowling Springs getting started, finishing up the Westbury lineup. Number 1 is a senior, Madison Rush. Number 9 is a sophomore, Sydney Sano. Number 28 is a junior, Emily Sheriff. Number 25 is a senior, Molly Scholl. And number 12, making her first start of the year, is a senior, Allison Yoder. As we are underway here, new graphics for us this year, a whole new broadcasting system for Westbury Athletics. Got a new camera and new scoreboard, as you can see on the bottom of your screen. Also a new camera and new soundboard headset, courtesy of some die-hard Westbury fans from this past spring, giving me this brand new headset. Thank you all for that so much. It's coming to good use so far this year. We had our first broadcast here last Thursday, when we had boys soccer at home here at Mustang Stadium for our first broadcast of the year against Mifflin County, as the Mustangs were victorious in that game, 5-1. But here, Westbury is looking for their first win of the year after starting off the year 0-3 with 3 straight road games. That's always tough for any team to start the year on the road, being so far away from home to start a big portion of the season already. So again, Bowling Springs is in the white, Westbury is in the green, and a through ball intended for Reese Hughes goes wide and go out for a Westbury throw-in. 40-minute halves. And Westbury looking for their first win of the year. Westbury is already 0-1 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division, losing this past Saturday on the road down Dillsburg against the Northern York Polar Bears. Good defensive stop there for number 4, Abby Tilton. But throw-in coming up here for the Mustangs. And throw-in intended for number 13, I believe that was for the Mustangs. Yep, it was number 13. That's Jaden Jones, a junior for Westbury. Earlier today, Westbury girls junior varsity soccer team lost 3-0 against Bowling Springs before this matchup started. And so Bowling Springs is looking for a sweep here today. Sophia Felix. And looking for a through ball, intercepted by the Mustangs. Again, we want to thank everyone at home for tuning in on the Westbury Athletic Party YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of Westbury Athletics. Game 2 of another busy week here for Westbury Athletics on our Westbury Athletic Party YouTube channel. Last night we had girls volleyball for their home opener last night against the Northern York Polar Bears. And the Polar Bears were victorious in 3-0 last night to spoil the home opener for Westbury girls volleyball. And now here we are, back-to-back nights for another home opener. Goal kick coming up here for Westbury. As Madison Rush is going to kick it away. As a line drive kick goes past Sano there. Or excuse me, that's Taylor Looper. And now an opportunity here for the Bubblers. Good passing here for number 28. Excuse me, no, that was number 18, Reese Hughes, a freshman for Bowling Springs. And not a bad shot there for Bowling Springs. That was number 17, Mackie Brenner. Allison Yoder is in the West Prairie lineup for the first time tonight after being on vacation for the first 3 games. Allison Yoder, one of the best players on this team this year, is getting her first start here tonight, her first game in fact. And that ball goes off of head Susie Gleason. Susie Gleason is a junior this year. She was in the junior varsity team for the last 2 years and now getting her first start at home here tonight on the varsity level. And not a bad takeaway there for number 9. And now Susie Gleason hurrying up, and good job by the goalkeeper Raleigh Tennyson to run up and grab that ball. And a high moving kick getting all right at the 40-yard line. Defensive stuff for Jaden Jones. And that ball was not touched by number 29. That's Hannah Ron. Again, Hannah Ron is the only goal scorer of the year so far for West Prairie, getting the 1 goal and a 5-1 loss at Middlesbrough to start the year. West Prairie looking to shake off back-to-back shutoff losses. West Prairie being outscored 9-0 in the last 2 games. And if you're West Prairie, you definitely do not want to be shut out for the 3rd consecutive game, especially with this being your first home game. And that ball is taken away from Jaden Jones. And Susie Gleason unable to hang on to that ball, and she runs up and hangs on to it. Passes over to Hannah Ron. That ball will roll out for a Bowling Springs throw. Great defense there by the Lady Bubblers. And on cross, intercepted, taken right back by Molly Starner. Here is Starner now. Pass that down here to number 23, Jordan Note. A long shot, easy save for the goalkeeper. And that ball just got past Madison Rush. Number 1 is a senior for West Prairie. Bowling Springs throw. Just getting started here at West Prairie High School, Mustang Stadium, the home opener for the West Prairie Lady Mustangs. Starting another busy week 2 here of the fall 2022 season. Give a recap during our halftime report of everything that's happened so far and what we have coming up later this week. Throw here for the Mustangs. It goes off of Jaden Jones. Nice student section for West Prairie here today. A few football boys down there. As well as some of the wrestlers are here today. Jackson Rush is also down there cheering on the Lady Mustangs here in their home opener. And Susie Gleason. Ball taken away from Gleason. Nice takeaway there for, that's number 28, Emily Sheriff, and a long through ball intended for Madison Rush gets intercepted easily. Back here to the goalkeeper, and she has to boot that out of the way. Smart dribbling there for Molly Starner. Good passing there for Allison Yoder. Allison Yoder, a defender for Westbury, getting her first start as a senior. And another throw in for the Mustangs. Back and forth we go, almost 10 minutes into this game. We'll have our Westbury Athletic Department trivia question after the game coming up in the next 10 minutes. And nice interception there for Molly Scholl. Molly Scholl is a senior this year for Westbury. Kick it out of bounds again. A very crisp, cool evening here at Westbury High School. Game time temperature is 68 degrees. A little bit on the cool side here tonight and very cloudy. Might see a stray shower later today, according to our friends over at the ABC 27 Weather Center. It's been raining all day. Last 2 days, in fact, and that's actually a really good thing. Like we really needed that rain. And we got a lot of it the next 2 days, and then the next few days it's gonna be pretty much picture perfect, especially for our next broadcast tomorrow for field hockey. And now we've got an opportunity here, and that shot goes off the top of the bar. Nice shot there for number 13. Excuse me, no, number 14. That is Sophia Felix, a junior for Bowling Springs. Goes off the top of the bar. And somehow went through the uprights even, and that was a goal kick. This is a goal kick here for Westbury. Bowling Springs almost getting on the board first from that shot from Felix. Great defense shown there by number 12. That's Allison Yoder. And another Bowling Springs throwing. 12 minutes in. Still scoreless here at Westbury High School. In the junior varsity game for Westbury against Bowling Springs, the Bubblers score in the first 6 minutes of the game. And that ball off of Madison Rush. Westbury off to a slow start, but they was like a slow start to the season. But they're hanging in there with the Bubblers, knowing that they can't beat Bowling Springs. They didn't last year, and Bowling Springs had an amazing season, losing most of their star players from a year ago. And now Madison Rush with the shot and looking for a cross. She was looking for Jaden Jones, but that was wisely intercepted and kicked out by Bowling Springs defender. Great awareness there for Reese Hughes right there for Bowling Springs. Or excuse me, no, that's Abby Tilton intercepting that ball and kicking it out of the penalty area for Westbury. And we got a handball called against the Mustangs. That would be a free kick for the Bubblers. Or no, I guess it actually went out. So Susie Gleason being taken away there by the Bubblers. Looking for Hannah Ron right now. And now coming into number 19, first time mentioning her name. That is Deanna Chubb, a freshman for Bowling Springs, and now a free kick opportunity for Westbury in a favorable spot right at the 20-yard line. This is a good spot here for Westbury on their first free kick of the game. Free kick delivered. It's a good one. High up and goal! What a shot! What a shot for Hannah Ron. Her second goal of the year is from 30 yards out. As now the Mustangs have a 1-0 lead here to start us off. So here we go. Hannah Ron, her second goal of the game or second goal of the season. Remember, she scored the one goal at Middlesbrough, and now West Prairie has an early lead here, almost halfway through the first half. Wow, that was a beautiful, beautiful shot. Not a chance for Riley Tennyson to reach back far enough and reach high and grab it, or at least keep it out of the net. And on a free kick, 30-yard shot. Wow. That ball roll out. Put that in the ESPN top 10. That was a beautiful, beautiful goal. And that is how the West Prairie home opener will get us started here. Hannah Ron, a shot from 30 yards out on a free kick. Quick note for West Prairie in the game at Middlesbrough to start the year. Hannah Ron actually scored the one goal on a penalty kick so late in the game. That actually prevented a shutout. And through ball, intercepted, was intended for number 19, Deanna Chubb. Bowling Springs looking to get back into this game, and through a ball intended for Sophia Felix, who almost got a goal earlier in this game, but a shot went off the top of the net, like the top crossbar. And a free kick given here to West Prairie, close to midfield. West Prairie fans coming out strong here tonight. A few fans from Bowling Springs making the trip here. It's not a very far trip. Free kicks but be taken by Anna Horn. Throwing here for the Mustangs inside the 10-yard line. Back over here to Anna Horn. Hannah Ron looking for a deep cross. And mishandled a little bit there by Tennyson. Quite a nice save there, and a good shot there for the Mustangs with two up front. That was number 13, Jaden Jones. And number 12, Allison Yoder as well. Or excuse me, no, that was number 19, Deanna Chubb. Deanna Chubb did not start in this game, but she has done well with possession as well as the rest of the Mustang field. Almost through the first 20 minutes. Substitution coming in now for West Prairie. Madison Rush going back to the bench. And Susie Gleason is coming back in for West Prairie. Nice stop there for number 29, Molly Starner. Here is Starner looking for a long shot, and almost a costly mistake. Could be costly, and that ball is kicked in the air. This is a live ball, and a great stop there by the goalkeeper. Long through ball. Got to be intercepted. Intercepted by Devon Decker for Bowling Springs. And a sliding tackle there from number 19 for West Prairie. That's Chubb. And it's going to be a free kick here to the Bubblers. Going back and forth here. That was off of Chubb. Now Hannah Ron. Hannah Ron, nice job keeping the ball in. Over here now to Anna Horn. She loses the ball there. Taken away by Jordan Note. Through ball intercepted. Not handled well, however. It's got to be taken away by Sophia Felix. And great defensive stuff there by number 12. We don't have a number 12 on our roster here. Excuse me, no, that was number 13, Jaden Jones. And now throw in to Jaden Jones. And substitution coming now for the Bubblers. It's going to be number 9, Bailey Decker, coming in now for Bowling Springs. And throwing over Decker. And Susie Gleason with this ball. Gleason pass intended for Lupfer. Intercepted. Actually, number 18 for West Prairie is Abby Hurd. And whistle blown. Free kick here for the Bubblers. Halfway now through the first half. West Prairie with a 1-0 lead thanks to Anna Ron on a free kick. Hannah Ron, excuse me. Right now, halfway through the first half, now is a good time for a West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question of the game. If you're a Bowling Springs fan, you already know the answer to this question, but if you're a West Prairie fan, you might not. So, Bowling Springs a year ago, in 2016, Bowling Springs lost to the district in the District 3 2A championship game to this team. This team later went on to win the state championship in 2016. So Bowling Springs lost in the 2016 District 3 championship game to this team, who later went on to win the state championship in Class 2A. The answer is coming up at halftime. Give you a hint on this one. Bowling Springs also lost to this team in the third place game last year. So here's Susie Gleason. West Prairie looking for a big upset here. West Prairie got swept by the Bubblers a year ago in 2 games. Throwing here for West Prairie. Here's Anna Horn. Very quick substitution. Throw in. Oh, it's dangerously close with 2 many girls on the field. That could have been a penalty. Could have been a card even. You know, like in football, like you have too many fans on one side of the field, then you get 5 yards, maybe 10. Football season starts tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe that? The NFL season is on Fox or on NBC tomorrow night. The Buffalo Bills will be taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, Los Angeles Rams, at SoFi Stadium. Check your local listings on NBC tomorrow night. Pittsburgh Steelers start the year against the defending AFC champions on the road at Cincinnati. Philadelphia starts the year off at Detroit next Sunday against the Detroit Lions. Baltimore, I don't know who Baltimore faces. I could really care less. As a Steelers fans, I could really care less who Baltimore faces. Not a bad shot there by Hannah Ron, but an easy save there for Raleigh Tennyson. And nice takeaway there for Hannah Ron, looking for number 19. Here's Taylor Lupfer now. Taylor Lupfer. And it's a throw in here for West Prairie. Lupfer to throw it in, and she's looking for number 9. She's got to get there, and a nice shot there from Sydney Sano. It's a nice save there for Tennyson. Still 1-0 lead here for the Mustangs, but West Prairie has had a couple of good shots here in the last few minutes. Hannah Ron. Or excuse me, no, that's Taylor Lupfer. Ball goes out. West Prairie throw. Here's Hannah Ron. And ball taken all the way back by Anna Horn. And Horn looking for Ron. Intercepted. Nice interception for number 4. That's Abby Tilton. Boiling Springs has not had a lot of opportunities because Westbury has dominant on possession so far in this game, despite giving up one really good shot that could have been a goal, but it was off the top of the crossbar. As this game has been flying along, no timeouts or anything. Not even any yellow cards or penalty kicks. I mean, when you get games like that, it could be a very quick 40 minutes. Here's Susie Gleason now. And through ball, deflected away. A nice block there for number 19. That's Deanna Chubb. And a throw in here. First throw in here for the Bubblers. A couple substitutions here for both teams. As Caitlin Leber coming in for the Mustangs. First time mentioning her name in a game. She did start in this game. Another throw in here for Westbury. Long throw and inbounds. It was intended for Hannah Ron. That ball go out for another Westbury throw-in. Westbury doing very well on this side of the field. Westbury looking to increase their 1-0 lead. Ball was kicked away by Hannah Ron. Excuse me, that was Deanna Chubb, and now Westbury's got to have the first corner of the game over halfway through the first half, and first corner of the game goes to the Westbury Mustangs, and now we're going to have a timeout here as we have an entry on the field for the Boiling Springs Bubblers. 14-10 is the time left for the first half. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for soccer, football, field hockey, volleyball, cross country, basketball, wrestling, baseball, softball, track and field? Now is your opportunity. Go to PIAAD3.org to find out how you can become a PIAA District 3 official. Again, that website is PIAAD3.org. Entry time up here for the Bubblers. 14 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first half. Our next broadcast here after today, we hope you tune in and not watch the first game of the NFL season tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're going to have Westbury Field Hockey back at home tomorrow as they will take on the Northern York Polar Bears tomorrow at 7:15. Right here at Mustang Stadium, our next broadcast here on the Westbury Athletic Park YouTube page. Tomorrow will be the third time in less than a week that Westbury fall sports team has faced the Polar Bears. Last Saturday, Westbury boys soccer had an instant classic against the Polar Bears. Westbury was down 2-0 at halftime, and then Westbury getting 2 goals from Mason Stano and 1 from Garrett Bartlow to get a comeback victory. 3-2 was the final on Saturday. And then last night, Westbury girls volleyball had the Polar Bears in town, and they lost to the Polar Bears in 3 sets. So after entry timeout, Westbury is about to deliver the first corner of the game. Westbury got together trying to figure out how they're going to score on this corner. Corner kick played in, and that was a goal! Susie Gleason with the goal. As it's now 2-0. Westbury getting a strategy together during the entry timeout, and now Westbury is up by 2 here. West Prairie coming to town to win, as they are up by 2 with 14 minutes left to go. Susie Gleason, a junior for West Prairie, getting the second goal. Her first goal of the year, obviously. As West Prairie gets the two-goal advantage. And most of the time, a two-goal advantage can be very dangerous for the other team. The team who is behind. Here is Susie Gleason. Susie Gleason. Nice ball dribbling here. And back and forth. Tara Lufer could not get away, but she hangs on to the ball anyway. Back over here to Susie Gleason. What a matchup here for the West Prairie Mustangs. Who knows? This could be one of those years where they're not so good at home, but they'll be dominant at home. We have seen that before. Susie Gleason take a Hail Mary shot from the 20-yard line. That goes into the field hockey box, but not into the soccer box. Soccer dead. West Prairie student section here, pretending that was a goal. Gotta love for student section here. Gotta love them. They made a big impact for West Prairie football this past Friday night against Newport. We'll have more to talk about that and more on the West Prairie Athletic Part halftime report. And a long shot here for Hannah Ron, looking for her second goal of the game. And so the West Prairie fans, they appreciate the effort, but they really don't like that they're shooting from that far off. I mean, it's not a free kick right there. Bowling Springs with the throw. That ball is off of Taylor Lupfer. Bowling Springs trying to come back into this one. I mean, they don't want to end. They want to end up like West Prairie boys soccer did this past Saturday against Northern. Down by 2 goals and looking to come back and try to win this one, just like West Prairie boys soccer did this past Saturday against the Polar Bears. And Susie Gleason now hanging on to it and looking for a through ball for Madison Rush, who just came in. Back to Susie Gleason. Susie Gleason has a through ball opportunity, but a nice block there for Abby Tilton. And that ball taken away here by Sydney Sano. And that ball is taken away too. Long through ball and nice shot there by the goalkeeper. And that ball has got to roll out for a Bowling Springs goal kick. A couple more substitutions coming in now for both teams. Goal kick almost intercepted by Madison Rush, but went just past her hanging boot there. That could have been disastrous. Madison Rush hang on to that ball. Here's Sydney Sano now. And she loses the ball here to number 8. That is Ava White. First time mentioning her name in the game. And here's a long shot. Easy save. The goalkeeper for West Prairie is Molly Shaw. She is a senior goalkeeper this year. And Hannah Ron deflecting that block to Lofer. Looking for Madison Rush, intercepted again. Less than 10 minutes left, almost 9 minutes left to go here in the first half. West Prairie with a 2-0 lead. We encourage everyone to stick around for the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. Got lots to talk about. What we've been doing for the last week or so and what we have coming up this week. Also, our answer to our West Prairie Athletic Department trivia question of the game. All that and more coming up here. We also have breaking news to report during the halftime report regarding our football game this Friday at Juliana. All that and more coming up here on the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. And Boiling Springs, they're going to get one back here. And nice backwards pass here. Looking for a cross. And it just goes past the attacker. That was Reese Hughes. Or excuse me, no, that was Paige Harris. That was a really good opportunity for Boiling Springs, but the girl right in front of the net but misses the shot. Doesn't get quite to the ball yet. 8 minutes left to go. Ollie Scholl, the goalkeeper, senior. Over here now to Hannah Ron. Or excuse me, no, Deanna Chubb. Deanna Chubb is number 19 for West Prairie. Boiling Springs doing a little bit better on the possession in the last few minutes. Looking to cut this West Prairie lead in half. Here on a cloudy but decent afternoon here. Wednesday afternoon here for West Prairie Girls Soccer home opener. But I don't know what that was. No. Okay. Look like a camera. I don't know. Sorry, I talked to myself right here. We just saw a flash. I didn't think that was lightning guns. There's no thunderstorms in the area. If there were, we wouldn't be playing right now. I think that was just a camera flash from the audience here. Which, for most teams, is considered a big no-no. Through ball here, and it's going to be taken away by Sydney Sano. Sano clearing out for Madison for Hannah Ron. As Hannah Ron could not get the ball back. That's what the flash is. It's Boiling Springs over there. They have a camera over there. I think they forgot to turn off their flash. Can be a little bit distracting, even for us broadcast commentators up here. Nice shot there for Sydney Sano. Susie Gleason could not get that ball back. Long through ball. That was intended for Chubb. Long through ball, kicked out away by Anna Horn. Boiling Springs doing fairly well in possession with just over 5 minutes left to go. A nice block there from number 12. That's Allison Yoder. And West Prairie again not hanging on to the ball very well. A long shot. It's got to go way out. Well, not quite way out, but it'll be a goal kick here for West Prairie. Less than 5 minutes left to go here, as you can see on the bottom of your screen. What do you all think of the new scoreboard that we have here for our West Prairie Athletic Department? It can be tough for me sometimes. It was especially tough for me this past Saturday with West Prairie boys soccer against, or this past Thursday for boys soccer against Mifflin County, but I'll manage. Broadcasting, running the camera, and running the scoreboard here. Susie Gleason with the ball. Looking for Madison Rice. Madison Rice, a great hustle there. And she was looking for Hannah Ron, or Susie Gleason right there. Or no, that's Deanna Chubb. 4 minutes left to go. Throwing here for the Mustangs. Intended for Susie Gleason. Does not go. Nice interception there for Anna Horn. And Madison Rose. Nice interference there. Not called. Nice for Taylor Lupfer to intercept that. Nice slide through ball. Slide through pass. And a foul. No foul. Inside the penalty box. I think West Prairie bench was looking for a penalty kick right there, but they do not get the call. Here's Sano. Wisely laying that ball off. West Prairie throw. Nice throw in. Time for Jaden Jones. Deflected back for Sydney Sano throw. That ball deflected. Hey, here comes number 13. Looking for a cross. And nice idea there from number 13, Jaden Jones. But it goes right into goalkeeper's hands, Raleigh Tennyson. Nice interception there from Allison Yoder. You know, sometimes when you just get one player back from injury, or in this case, vacation, you can really do something for the defense for West Prairie. I've got a whistle blown. So the West Prairie team had to tie their shoelaces, so I'll give them time to do that. Less than 2 minutes left to go. West Prairie is still maintaining a 2-0 lead. Here's Madison Rush. Ball intercepted. Nice intercept for Anna Horn. And Horn looking for Madison Rush up the middle. Final 90 seconds left to go here before halftime. There's Madison Rush. West Prairie student section starting to get into a little bit. That ball taken away by Jones. And another substitution. Final minute left to go here in the first half. See if West Prairie will try to get one more before the half. Here's Lufer. And a handball called against Taylor Lufer. That's ball intercepted. Here's Sydney Sano, a high ball up in the air. Hannah Ron looking for it, and it's just going to be taken away by Paige Harris. And a foul called against the Mustangs. Foul called against Deanna Chubb. Time running out here in the first half. Bowling Springs will look to cut this lead in half. Here's Susie Gleason now, up on the far side. Through ball here, time running out. West Prairie needing to hurry, and that will do it here for the first half. 2 goals for the Mustangs. First one for Hannah Ron, her second goal of the year, followed up with the first goal of the year for Susie Gleason. We have reached halftime here. We'll be right back in 1 minute for the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. You are watching West Prairie Girls Soccer home opener against the Bowling Springs Bubblers, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube page. We'll be right back in 1 minute for the halftime report. We are back here now for the West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report. As you can see on the bottom of your screen, West Prairie with a 2-goal lead at the halftime mark. West Prairie stopping a shutout, as West Prairie was shut out in each of the last 2 games on the road. First one was 3-0 against Mifflin County, and then 6-0 at Northern. But here we are, home opener for West Prairie girls soccer. 2 goals. First goal was by Hannah Ron, the senior, with her second goal of the year. And Susie Gleason, the junior, for the Mustangs, getting her first goal. As a West Prairie girls soccer varsity player, a big moment for her, as you will never forget. That was off a corner. And Hannah Ron getting a goal on a 30-yard free kick. It was an unbelievable shot. You can check down the archives later on our West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube page. Well, we are officially in week 2 of our West Prairie broadcasting for our 3rd year doing this, and it all started this. We got to give you a brief recap of everything that we have broadcasted so far. It all started this past Thursday night right here at Mustang Stadium for boys soccer, getting their home opener against the Mifflin County Huskies. So the Huskies did a lot better on defense compared to a year ago when they lost 11-0 against the Mustangs. But West Prairie is still maintaining to get a win to start off the year. 5-1 was the final score of that one. Then the next night we had a West Prairie football home opener against the Newport Buffaloes in the Perry County Championship match. And the Mustangs have dominated that entire game, only letting go 15 yards of offense against the Buffaloes. As West Prairie dominated to win 55-0, and with that win, they won their first ever, actually, Perry County Football Championship trophy. A new tradition for Perry County schools, our first Perry County Championship in football, and it was this year after West Prairie beat Susquehanna in week 1 on the road, 35-6. And West Prairie football will be on the road this week for the second time, as they will be taking on the Juniata Indians up in Mifflintown this Friday. We have breaking news, by the way, for that football game. As some of you may not know, I now have a professional Facebook page where you can catch all the fresh content and scores and game previews for West Prairie Athletics. As this week on my professional Facebook page, go to facebook.com/WPGoldenPipes, as I will be broadcasting live on Facebook Live up in Mifflintown for West Prairie football against the Juniata Indians this Friday night. So make sure you tune in to that on Facebook, facebook.com/WPGoldenPipes. For my first ever exclusive broadcast on Facebook. Hope you all tune in for that. And then, that'll be this week. And tomorrow our next broadcast will be right here in Mustang Stadium for West Prairie Field Hockey. West Prairie Field Hockey off to a flying start, going 3-1. Their one loss was against Greenwood in the Perry County Championship this past Saturday. Greenwood, of course, winning the Perry County Championship for the 8th consecutive year. As tomorrow night we'll have field hockey against the Northern York Polar Bears. The Polar Bears are undefeated right now. They are 5-0 on the year already. As that will be our next broadcast tomorrow night, right here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. It should be a great one, starting at 7:15 tomorrow night. The 3-1 Mustangs going up against the 5-0 Northern York Polar Bears in field hockey tomorrow night. Then on Saturday morning, we'll have West Prairie boys soccer against Bermudian Springs right here at Mustang Stadium at 10 a.m. Saturday morning. And then hope that I see a lot of people I know on Saturday night up at Port Royal. Port Royal Speedway is hosting the traditional Tuscarora 50, the biggest race of the year for pretty much all of dirt track racing. It's pretty much like the Super Bowl of dirt track racing, and it should be a lot of fun at Port Royal Speedway on Saturday night. Hope you can all make it there, as we'll be at Mifflintown on Friday for West Prairie football. on my professional Facebook page. Right now is a good time for a West Prairie Athletic Park trivia question to the game. Again, your question is this. In 2016, Bowling Springs lost in the District 3 2A championship game to this team, who eventually won the state championship. The answer was Trinity. In 2016, the Trinity Shamrocks beat the Bowling Springs Bubblers in the District 3 2A championship game. The final score was 1-0 in overtime. And Shamrocks later went on to win the state championship that year. And sure, that gives us bad memories for Bowling Springs, as last year Bowling Springs went 15-6, finishing in 4th place in the District 3 2A championships. And again, they lost to the Trinity Shamrocks in the 3rd place game, missing the state playoffs by 1 spot. Tough. I mean, it's still a great season for Bowling Springs, but this is a big surprise right here. West Prairie up 2-0 here at halftime. And this will conclude our West Prairie Athletic Park halftime report, as we'll be right back in 3 minutes for the start of the second half. You are watching West Prairie Girls Soccer home opener against the Bowling Springs Bubblers exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Department YouTube channel. We'll be right back in less than 3 minutes. We are back here now for the second half. West Prairie having a 2-0 lead at halftime, as West Prairie will get the ball first to start the second half. 40 more minutes left to go. West Prairie looking to extend their 2-0 lead, as Bowling Springs will look to come back into this one. Master rush to kick the ball off. And here we go. Second half underway here for the West Prairie Mustangs, looking for a big upset victory here tonight. West Prairie with a 2-goal lead. 2 goals, one from Hannah Ron, the other from Susie Gleason. As the Bubblers looking for a fast attack here. And nice block there from Madison Rush. Bowling Springs has had a couple opportunities in the first half. The closest one was a good shot from Sophia Felix. That was off the top of the crossbar on the other side. And now both teams switching sides here. Molly Shaw is the goalkeeper for West Prairie, the senior. And she's had a couple of nice saves so far in this game. A couple of very nice saves in the first half. So Bowling Springs is looking good on possession here to start off in the first minute. And now through ball. Good opportunity here for the Bubblers, and that will get Bowling Springs on the board. Goal is scored by Jordan Note, a freshman for Bowling Springs. As we are back in action now. 2-1. West Prairie lead is cut in half thanks to a goal from Jordan Note, a freshman. And now it's a 2-1 lead. Shutout is gone. Bowling Springs looking to come back into this game, and we got a new ball game now. Ball intercepted by Ava White. And Susie Gleason taking the ball right back. Here's Hannah Horn. Hannah Horn pass is blocked by Jordan Note. And West Prairie fans are not agreeing with this call. It's a Bowling Springs throw-in. And they were going to say, no way, that's got to be a West Prairie throw-in. Susie Gleason. Back over here to Reese Hughes. First time mentioning her name in the game. Starting to get a little cool now as we are going to have a whistle blown here. And it's going to be a free kick here for West Prairie. I'll just go for a shot right now. Right here. What is that? That's 69 yards. Now throwing here for Bowling Springs. Now here to Hughes. And now throwing here coming up for West Prairie. It's a whole new ball game now as some of the fans are starting to get amped up a little bit. Substitution for West Prairie. It's number 19, Deanna Chubb, coming back in for West Prairie. Deanna Chubb, a freshman, has had a couple of nice shots in the first half. And now coming out here, Chubb is not a starter for West Prairie, but she had her moments. And that ball will go out. Bowling Springs goal kick. Have you ever thought of becoming a PIAA official? You ever thought of becoming a referee for soccer, football, field hockey, volleyball, cross country? Now's your chance. Go to PIAAD3.org to find out how you can become a PIAA District 3 official. Again, that is PIAAD3.org. And we got a long ball here. Nice shot from Molly Shaw on the far side as she slides and hangs onto the ball, and a foul is called. Or are they saying this could... No, this is a free kick here for the Bowling Springs Bubblers. Right? Pretty much at the edge of the red zone here. Obviously looking for a cross. Will be Bowling Springs, and here it is. And not a bad shot. It was right to number 31. Or excuse me, no, number 30. Ella Garman, actually, for Bowling Springs. And it's a goal kick here for West Prairie. That was a really good shot, but it just went wide for Bowling Springs. We could have easily been tied up at 2 apiece. Nice passing here for the Mustangs. Except for that one. A ball intercepted. But taking it right back by Hannah Ron. Hannah Ron scored the first goal for West Prairie. her second goal of the game, or second goal of the year, I should say. She had the one goal in the season opener for West Prairie at Millersburg. Free ball right down the middle. Nice job here for Madison rushing to get that ball back, and his ball is deflected. It'll go out of bounds for a Bowling Springs throw-in. West Prairie thought that was going to be their ball. Ball taken in by Reagan True. Reagan True coming in for West Prairie for the first time. Oh, no, excuse me. That was number 9, Taylor Lufer. Throwing here for West Prairie. Ball taken away. Bowling Springs looking to tie this game up. Here's a long shot. It goes over the uprights. Field goal is good, but no points. Goal kick here for the Mustangs. 7 minutes into the second half. One goal for Bowling Springs thanks to Jordan Note. Jordan Note, a freshman for Bowling Springs, getting the Bubblers on the scoreboard to cut the West Prairie lead in half to 2-1. Free kick here for West Prairie. And don't know what was that with that free kick, as that ball got away from Hannah Ron. And now three for the Bubblers. And nice dribbling around here and almost past the goalkeeper. Great job there for Molly Shaw to reach up and kick that ball out. Dangerous opportunity there for the Bubblers. And that shot from number 11, Paige Harris, got blocked. And that shot goes wide. Goal kick. We have a good one here, ladies and gentlemen, as West Prairie has a 2-1 lead. West Prairie looking for an upset victory against the Bubblers. I know Bowling Springs is off to a slow start through the first two games. Ball passed here to Hannah Ron, or excuse me, Allison Yoder. That ball kicked out. Bowling Springs has done a lot better on possession so far in this second half. I mean, I know we're only 9 minutes in. But Bowling Springs has been threatening, getting one goal already. Just a couple minutes into the second half. Throw in here for Ava White. And goal kick here for West Prairie. Anna Horn. Right next to my shot, Anna Horn is going to deliver the goal kick for Molly Shaw. And a short kick. Almost intercepted there, but taken by Madison Rush. West Prairie fans starting to get a little frustrated. This is a shot right in front of the net. Dangerous defending there. A good takeaway from Jordan Note, possibly looking for her second goal of the game. And looking to tie this thing up by taking it by Shaw. That ball game past Allison Yoder. Here comes Note again. And Note with a sliding tackle. And it's going to be a corner. Or no, goal kick here for West Prairie. I thought the official would play that to have to stick out there in right field. Something like that. Yep. 10 minutes into the second half. West Prairie will feel a lot more comfortable, as well as the rest of the fans here, if West Prairie can give back their 2-goal lead. And here comes the opportunity here for the Mustangs. West Prairie finally growing some offense together here. But Bowling Springs defense coming up big. Across intended for Susie Gleason goes wide. And great stop there for Hannah Ron. As West Prairie looking for something on this side. And a sliding tackle, no call. Just outside the penalty box, but throwing here for the Mustangs. Throwing here intended for Hannah Ron. And a high ball here, and it's going to be kicked away by Emma Sarkowski, mentioning her name for the first time here today. Time running out on the bumpers, but still plenty of time. Just under 29 minutes left to go. Good pressure there by the Mustangs. That was Emily Sheriff. First time mentioning her name in the game. And nice block there for Madison Rush. Good rush there for Deanna Chubb. And a throw-in coming up here for West Perry. West Perry now just starting to get back to the offensive side of the ball here. Throw-in going up here for number 28, Emily Sheriff. And a whistle blown. And a foul called against the Mustangs. Free kick given. Or maybe just a throw in here for Bowling Springs. Guess that was an illegal throw. And now we got the same call against Bowling Springs. I don't know exactly what the call is, but it's the exact same thing. That's now West Springs going to go for a free kick here. Here's Hannah Ron. A line drive shot, but an easy save there for Riley Tennyson. That was a good shot there for Hannah Ron. From so deep. That was almost like a 35-yard shot. Nice clean tackle there. Didn't look very clean, but it was. Throw in here. Got an extra soccer ball up there on the field. Gotta get rid of that. I just saved West Prairie there from a breakaway. There's a long shot. Nice save there for Molly Shaw. And a nice shot there from Reese Hughes. That ball taken back. Gotta be taken by West Prairie defense. And cleared up. Madison Rush with the opportunity. She's gotta look for a ball. That's a handball right there. Easy call for the officials. And actually, they're calling it against Madison Rush there on the handball. That could have gone either way from Aoife White there for Bowling Springs. Madison Rush for West Prairie, but it was a free kick here for Bowling Springs. And that shot gets blocked. And easy save there for Molly Shaw. Molly Shaw is seeing a lot of playing time here in this second half. Having to make a few saves. West Prairie defense doing a lot better. Mostly, I think, because of the return of Allison Yoder. Coming back from vacation in just the third week of school. And that ball up in the air, taken by Scholl. West Prairie again going 10-8 a year ago, missing the District 3 AAA playoffs by just 2 spots, and now this year, West Prairie girls soccer is in Double A. A lot of our fall sports teams going down a classification in District 3. Field hockey is now in single A. Football is staying at triple A. Boys and girls soccer are now in double A. And girls volleyball is also in double A this year. We had a lot of triple A teams a year ago, and this year most of them are down a class. All but football. Now, long shot. That ball was intended. Oh, almost a dangerous trip there from Tara Luffer, but no call. Probably got a big break there for the Mustangs. And now an opportunity for Bowling Springs. It's a good counterattack here for the Bubblers. And West Prairie defense coming up big. And that ball was deflected and taken by Molly Scholl. West Prairie offense not getting a lot of opportunities here in the second half. It's been mostly Bowling Springs on possession. West Prairie looking to step up on the offense, but nobody there. And that ball getting past Anna Horn. West Prairie is having a trouble now heading onto the ball. As most of the time last we've seen the last few minutes, they have just been stopping in the tracks. I mean, they're really lucky right now that this game isn't tied. Well, it could have been worse. Bowling Springs was taking more advantage of their chances. West Prairie student section is starting to get a little frustrated, but now see West Prairie can do something on this counterattack. And now this pass intended for Hannah Ron goes wide. Or excuse me, that's Deanna Chubb. Now a couple substitutions come in for West Prairie. Throwing here again for West Prairie. Almost halfway through the second half. West Prairie maintaining a 2-1 lead. On here is cleared out, and that will be a goal kick here for Bowling Springs. There's only been one corner opportunity in this game, and went to the Mustangs. And West Prairie went on to score on that corner. I think that's what West Prairie should start focusing on. Like, if you scored on corner once on one opportunity, why not go for it again? Of course, you want to go for a goal right, like from up front position like they are now. Here is Hannah Ron. Excuse me, that's Emily Sheriff, actually. And a high ball. Tough header for Chubb. And slow roller. Easily taken by Riley Tennyson. This game has been flying along, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what, we're almost halfway through the second half already. And not many goals either. There's been 3 of them. West Prairie with a 2-1 advantage, as you can see on the bottom of your screen. Our next broadcast here will be tomorrow night right here in Mustang Stadium for field hockey against the Northern York Polar Bears. Here's a long shot, and off the hands of Molly Scholl. Has to run up and grab it and actually take it away here. And that was a best chance opportunity. And we're going to have a stoppage right now. Time has stopped. Set our clock a little bit better here. 20 minutes, 8 seconds. And a free kick here for Bowling Springs.
Hey, what's going on? What's the call?
It's a It's a little odd that the referees would stop the clock here, and this is a drop ball. Like normally when we see a clock stoppage, it means there's a yellow card, but there wasn't right there. And looking for a quick free pass, and it was off the back of the head of one of Boiling Springs players. And right now, here is Abby Hurd. And West Prairie fans are looking a little grouchy here from our calls from some of the officials here. Susie Gleason looking to hang on. Susie Gleason gets the ball. And for Hannah Ron up there. And throwing here for Boiling Springs. Another quick throw in. And not a foul. And a cross is in. Taken away by Anna Horn. Ball taken away by Taylor Lufer. Here's Abby Hurd now. And Hurd being outrun by Ava White. Over halfway through the second half, West Prairie has been sloppy on possession here in this half, but they are still hanging on to a 2-1 lead. Remember, it was 2-0 at halftime, but a goal from Jordan Notte cut the West Prairie lead in half. Now a free kick here for the Mustangs. Nice shot, but not taken well by Deanna Chubb. A long through ball. Boiling Springs fans are about to explode as that is going to be in. Reese Hughes with the goal for Boiling Springs. Another freshman, 2 goals for Boiling Springs. And both scored by 2 freshmen. Jordan Notte and now Reese Hughes, 2 freshmen for the Boiling Springs Bubblers. As now we are back in action, now tied at 2 apiece. What a comeback here. We have seen a comeback like this on Saturday night here at Mustang Stand when the Mustangs, boys soccer Mustangs, came back down 2-0 to win the game at 3-2. Now here we are in the second half on the other for girls soccer, and it's a complete opposite. Boiling Springs, down by 2 goals, have now tied the game up with still plenty of time to get back into this game. Free kick here for Boiling Springs. Right at the 40-yard line. And Molly Shaw able to hang on to this ball. We have a whole new ball game now, ladies and gentlemen. 2-2 with 17 minutes left to go. Wow, what a game here. This is the home opener for the West Prairie Mustangs. It's the Mid-Penn Colonial Division opener for the Boiling Springs Bubblers. West Prairie already 0-1 in the Colonial Division after losing 6-0 to the Northern York Polar Bears this past Saturday. Now West Prairie in danger of blowing a 2-0 lead. And a lot of rough tackles here, but all of them have been very clean. Doesn't look very clean, but they are. West Prairie defense need to really step up here. And nice stoppage and cleared out. But not very far, however. Ball taken here by Susie Gleason. Susie Gleason scored the second goal for West Prairie to give them a 2-0 lead. A long shot, and it goes just wide off the net. That was close, ladies and gentlemen, a lot closer than we thought it was going to go. West Prairie scores Hannah Ron and Susie Gleason. Bowling Springs, Jordan Note and Reese Hughes, both freshmen for Bowling Springs, tied the game up. And that ball goes out of bounds. Nice effort there for Hughes. But to no avail to keep the ball in balance. Here's Madison Rush now. Bouncing it back, nothing. There will be overtime if this score holds up. And here's a cross up the middle. As this ball gets away from West Prairie. And nice save there for Molly Shaw. Jaden Jones on the far side. And Shaw kicking it right down the middle. Over the head of Madison Rush. Ball taken by Anna Horn. And Horn looking to take it herself. And looking for a through ball. Through ball, looking for Madison Rush. And he'll go out for Bowling Springs throw-in. Less than 15 minutes left to go here in regulation. We are tied at 2 apiece, as you can see on your scoreboard. And a tough block there for the Mustangs. And now a through ball intended for Chubb. Deanna Chubb's going to take a cross, but right at the goalkeeper, Tennyson. Not a bad idea there for Deanna Chubb, but it was right to the goalkeeper. In the first half, West Prairie has dominant possession. Here in the second half, it's been all bubblers. And a throw-in. Throw-in again here for Bowling Springs. As Parent lean to clear this ball out, and they do, but it's going to roll out of bounds for Bowling Springs Bubblers. Throw-in. Throw here for White. Thrown on the far side of the field, and it's going to be a corner coming up here for the Bubblers. First corner opportunity of the game for Bowling Springs. It comes in late here in the second half, tied at 2 apiece. Corner played in. Nothing to do. West Prairie needing to clear it, and they do somewhat. And that will be a West Prairie throw-in. Bowling Springs fans not happy with this call, but West Prairie fans will take it. West Prairie student section up on their feet on the other side of the bleachers here. As that they don't know, this is a whole new ball game. I wrote these two teams can win. And this ball cleared out. And opportunity here for Chubb. Chubb looking for Madison Rush. And we got a foul. And it's against Madison Rush. Look at our West Prairie student section. They are excited. We got a whole new ball game here at the West Prairie home opener. And lovely through ball, but Molly Shaw wisely reaching up to grab it. West Prairie student section getting loud and rowdy. This could be a good thing for the Mustangs. And this ball cleared out. Bowling Springs throwing. Right at the Bubblers bench. This ball taken away by the Mustangs. And a horn. I haven't seen much from Sydney Santos so far in this second half. That pass too strong, intended for Jaden Jones. We have a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. Mid-Penn Colonial Division. The opener for the Bowling Springs Bubblers, and it's the home opener for the West Prairie Mustangs. Bowling Springs, they'll be right back in action tomorrow. Right back at home in a really tough matchup, non-division match. Actually, it is a Colonial Division matchup against the Shippensburg Greyhounds tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. West Prairie won't return to action until Saturday up at Juniana. It's pretty much a West Prairie versus Juniana weekend coming up here. Football on Friday at Mifflintown, and then girls soccer Saturday morning at Mifflintown. West Prairie need to do something with the ball on this side of the field, and Bowling Springs will clear it out. And nice shot for Anna Horn, and nice big shoving there for both teams. West Prairie student section liking the aggressiveness from the Mustangs. Knowing that this is a big game for both of these teams. I mean, I know it's so early in the season now. Through ball here. This could be trouble. And a spectacular save, but right back to her. And now Hannah Horn has to intercept that ball right in front of the net. The spectacular save for Molly Shaw and the West Prairie defense. That was almost a go-ahead goal for the Bubblers. A spectacular save for Molly Shaw, even though she had to do it twice. So nice she had to do it twice. And a Horn saving the day right in front of the net. Opportunity here for the Mustangs. Here's Madison Rush looking for a through ball, but it's not going to be caught by Deanna Chubb, but it will be a throw-in coming up here for the Mustangs. In a good spot, Madison Rush needing to hurry, and that throw-in goes right to the Bubblers. But Hannah Ron is right there, and that ball will be taken away by Ella Garman. Ball intercepted again. Not good one. Here's Taylor Lupfer. That ball is taken away. And Taylor Lupfer will get the call. Free kick here for West Prairie. Just under 8 minutes left to go here in regulation. Tied at 2 apiece. West Prairie getting a free kick right at the 45-yard line. Free kick. And it goes past everyone. Madison Rush needing to hurry to keep that ball in, and she will not get there. It's a goal kick cut up here for the Bubblers. West Prairie student section, as you can see on the bottom of your screen, is up on their feet. They are getting excited for this one. Again, we thank everyone at home for tuning in on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube channel. My name is Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics. Here for this very exciting Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup for the Mustangs against the Bubblers. And it's the West Prairie Mustangs home opener of the 2022 season. And Susie Gleason, it's a haul, and West Prairie fans cannot believe there wasn't a call, but there will be a throw-in. Or no, it is a foul call. West Prairie fans got really aggressive there. They could not believe at first that wasn't going to be a call, but actually it is a throw-in. No call there on that hold. That could dangerously, very closely been a penalty kick for the Mustangs, but it wasn't. Throw in here. And it goes towards the backfield. Goal kick here. 6 minutes left to go. I don't know how that hold against Susie Gleason wasn't a call. I mean, that could easily been a free kick in a very good spot for the Mustangs. Happy Wednesday night, everyone. Having happy hump day here from Westbury High School. The ball cleared out. Madison Rush. Susie Gleason colliding right there. And Hannah Ron looking to get the ball away. Could not do it. Here's Emily Sheriff. And through ball here for the Bubblers. This could be trouble. And a nice clearance there, but it's got to be a corner coming up. Or no, it's a goal kick. Goal kick here for the Mustangs. I thought that was a corner, but it wasn't. Less than 5 minutes left to go here in the second half. We are still tied at 2-2. Should this score hold up, we will go to an overtime. Go overtime here in Westbury High School in less than 5 minutes if this score holds up. Bowling Springs does not want overtime. They want this game ended right now. And that cross gets blocked by the Mustangs. And we got a foul call here. Free kick, West Perry. Tara Looper. And throwing here for West Perry. Going to be made by Looper. And she fights Deanna Chubb. A through ball and a nice job there for the goalkeeper, Riley Tennyson, to run up and grab it. 4 minutes left to go. We got a good one here, ladies and gentlemen. Tied at 2 apiece. Could we possibly see overtime coming up here? And now pass up here to Jaden Jones. Throwing here for Bowling Springs. West Perry needing to hurry up here. And long ball, but that'll go out for a Bowling Springs goal kick. Less than 3 minutes left to go before overtime. We are tied at 2 apiece. A year in the entire history of broadcasting Westbury Athletic events here on the Westbury Athletic Park YouTube page, we have never seen an overtime game in boys or girls soccer. And we are about 2 minutes away from getting our first overtime game here on the Westbury Athletic Park YouTube channel. Should be a really exciting one here. But now Bowling Springs is threatening here. This is Jordan Note who scored the first goal for Bowling Springs. And a cross is intercepted, cleared out by Anna Horn. Right defending there for the Mustangs. 2 minutes left to go. And now West Perry might have an opportunity here for Madison Rush. Madison Rush looking for Chubb. Susie Gleason gets intercepted. And Madison Rush stepping up the defense. Madison Rush is a senior this year, ladies and gentlemen. Expecting big things from her this year. And throw-in. Going off the head of Reese Hughes, who scored the second goal for Bowling Springs to tie this game up at 2. And ball cleared out. As Perry, who knows, they might want overtime here, as they scored the first 2 goals of the game. And now here's Chubb being defended well by Emma Sarkowski. And we got 1 minute left to go in regulation. We are still tied at 2 apiece. Throwing coming up here for Bowling Springs. The Bubblers want to end it right now. Another throwing here for Bowling Springs, right down the middle. It's a good one, and cleared away by Allison Yoder. So we have received confirmation. We'll tell you here in a few seconds as this has got to be a core opportunity here for the throwing for the Bubblers, but they need to hurry in the final 10 seconds as Bowling Springs looking for a game winner, but they are not going to get it. For the first time on the West Prairie Athletic Party YouTube channel, we are going to overtime here, 2-2, and we'll be right back in a few minutes to talk about. There's going to be a 5-minute break. And we'll be right back to explain the overtime rules for high school soccer. We are tied at 2-2 after regulation. We'll be right back for overtime in just a couple minutes. So here we go, overtime as we were predicting a straight shower. Well, here it is. It is starting to rain here in Mustang Stadium, and we are in overtime. Here are the rules for overtime. 10 minutes. Next goal wins. It's golden goal. Next goal will win it. If the teams remain tied after 10 minutes, we'll go to a second overtime. If the second overtime ends in a tie, well, then that will be it. There's no penalty kicks, and we got 10 minutes to work with. West Prairie student section now starting to get rain. Umbrellas are coming out here in Mustang Stadium. We are in for a good one, ladies and gentlemen. West Prairie getting the ball first. 10 minutes. Next goal wins. Here in the West Prairie home opener. Mid-Penn Colonial Division opener for the Bowling Springs Bubblers. West Prairie trying to get their first win of the year. They are 0-3. And here we go. Overtime has begun. As West Prairie's Lucy Gleason loses the ball there and taken away. Rain is starting to come down here at West Prairie High School. And the start of overtime. 10 minutes. Next goal wins. Should be a very exciting one. Notice maybe this rain and a little bit of wind might be a little refreshing for both of these teams. West Prairie scoring the first 2 goals. They had a 2-0 lead at halftime, thanks to goals from Hannah Ron and Susie Gleason. Then Bowling Springs scoring 2 goals in the second half to tie this game up at 2 apiece, thanks to goals from the freshmen, 2 freshmen, Jordan Note and Reese Hughes. And now West Prairie with the momentum here, as West Prairie has the ball on this side. Madison Rush on the far side. Here is Madison Rush. Madison Rush looking for a cross, but being defended well by number 8. That is Ava White. And now throwing coming up here for the Bubblers. Bowling Springs, and that ball getting a little slippery now from the rain. Yeah, throwings could be an issue now for both of these teams as the rain is starting to come down here at West Prairie High School. Fog also starting to become an issue now. As you can probably see that on your screen. Fog is starting to roll in here. But it should not be any thunder and lightning with this system, as it's been raining all day. We really needed the rain. And a free kick here is a good one for Bowling Springs. And now West Prairie in trouble. And shot. Goal! Ball game! Bowling Springs, the goal scored by Reese Hughes, the freshman, with her second goal of the game, and it proves to be a game winner. 1 minute 57 seconds into the overtime, as Bowling Springs comes back from a 2-0 deficit, 2-goal deficit for Bowling Springs, to come back and win it here in overtime. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. Heartbreaker for the West Prairie Mustangs for their first home game of the year. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back in 30 seconds for the post-game report here at West Prairie High School. Bowling Springs wins in overtime 3-2. We are back here now for the West Prairie Athletic Park post-game report. A heartbreaker here for the West Prairie Mustangs. 3-2 is the final in overtime. West Prairie girls soccer now coming out to salute their fans. They had to rain a little bit here in this one, but the West Prairie team coming out to show their support to the home faithful here despite a tough loss here. Final score for both teams. West Prairie getting 2 goals. 1 goal from the senior Hannah Ron for her second goal of the year, and Susie Gleason, the junior, getting her first goal of the new year. And for Bowling Springs, 3 goals, 2 goals in the second half, and the game-winning goal in overtime. Jordan Note got the first goal, the freshman, kind of leading at half. 2-1 at a time, and then Reese Hughes getting the tying game in the second half, following that up with the game winner here in overtime. 2 freshmen putting on a show for the Bowling Springs Bubblers here today. The West Prairie Mustangs dropped to 0-4 on the year now, still looking for their first win as they now drop to 0-2 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. Bowling Springs boosts up their record back to a winning record of 2 wins and 1 loss, now 1-0 in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division. The Bowling Springs Bubblers will return to action right away tomorrow night when they return home to take on the Shippensburg Greyhounds in the Mid-Penn Colonial Division matchup tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. West Prairie, they'll have a little bit of a break as they'll hit the road again on Saturday up in Mifflintown at 11 a.m. on Saturday to take on the Juniata Indians on Saturday for their next game. Our next broadcast here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube page will be tomorrow night right here in Mustang Stadium, as we'll have field hockey. The field hockey Mustangs taking on the Northern York Polar Bears tomorrow night. That game will start at 7:15. That's going to do it for us here on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube page. On behalf of our athletic director Ryan Anderson, our public address announcer Joe Cerulli, our high school principal Chris Ron, and all of us here at West Prairie High School, I am Alex Wall, the Golden Pipes of West Prairie Athletics, saying so long from West Prairie High School. This has been a presentation of West Prairie Girls Soccer home opener against the Bowling Springs Bubblers, exclusively on the West Prairie Athletic Park YouTube page. The final score on this one, Bowling Springs wins it 3-2. Good night, everybody.